factory. Let's have a Play-Doh party. Yeah! A shooting star.
You can make all sorts of great things with a Play-Doh Fun Factory.
I made spaghetti.
And now you can get a Frogger Fun Kit free when you buy a Fun Factory in specially marked packages. It's got a Frogger poster, decals, T-shirt iron-on, puzzles and games, while supplies last. The Play-Doh Fun Factory toy comes with everything you see here. From Kenner.
Wake up, campers. Time for breakfast.
Got it, Mom.
You can't have cookies for breakfast.
But you can have Cookie Crisp. You can have that crunchy cookie taste with lots of chocolatey chips.
Hey, it looks like little chocolate chip cookies.
That stay crispy in milk.
It's part of a complete breakfast. So just remember this. You can have Cookie Crisp.
You can get 4 Superstar baseball cards free in specially marked boxes of Donkey Kong Jr., and Cookie Crisp cereals. 33 cards in all.
The Polka Dot Door.
Children never tire of that theme music from one of TV Ontario's most popular children's programs, The Polka Dot Door. It begins our weekday morning programming at 8, followed at 8:30 by a series of delightful tales of magic, the world's best-loved folk tales and children's stories. Then at 8:45, a half-hour visit with the appealing characters who visit Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Programs your children can get involved with weekday mornings this fall from 8 to 9:15 on TV Ontario.
The polka dot door, the polka dot door. Let's peep through the polka dot door. Songs and stories and so much more. Through the polka dot door, this is the time we always say. Get ready, get set for Imagination Day. We'll tell some tales, we'll pretend and play. So come in the polka dot way.
There. That's pail number 12. That's a dozen pails of sand.
One more for good measure. That makes 13, a baker's dozen. Oh, hello. We're playing in the sandbox today.
Hi. The toys wanted a landscape with a plain, a lake, a swamp,
some hills and mountains. And this is the biggest and the largest mountain. It's going to be a volcano, but it needs a hole in the top. It's going to be a crater.
And coming up from way inside the center of the earth is red-hot melted rock called lava. And the lava pushes itself up through the inside of the crater and out the top.
Well, there's the landscape for your dinosaurs toys. Have you decided which dinosaurs you're going to put in it?
Well, Humpty has. It's the Stegosaurus, because Humpty likes the idea that it had a brain as small as a walnut inside its huge head. Oh, Humpty.
One Stegosaurus coming up with a dangerous spiky tail.
And Humpty says that it ate plants, so it should live over by the ferns.
Okay, here comes the Stegosaurus. Over by the swamp, by the ferns, in the sun, lived the Stegosaurus with its long spiky tail. Grump, 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 it would say, and it growled and grumbled all the livelong day.
Well, there, Humpty. Now your Stegosaurus can have its fill of juicy green ferns.
What's that, Dumpty? Oh, Dumpty says that he wants a Dimetrodon because its name means it has teeth of 2 different sizes. The Dimetrodon was a meat eater, not a plant eater.
One Dimetrodon coming up with its fan-shaped sail of skin on its back.
What's that, Dumpty? Oh, that's right. The Dimetrodon was a cold-blooded reptile. The blood in its sail was warmed by the sun, and when the blood flowed through its body, the Dimetrodon was warm.
Well, in that case, we'll put it on a huge rock, Dumpty, so it'll be nice and sunny. Here comes Dimetrodon. Over on a hill, on a rock in the sun, lived a Dimetrodon with its fan-shaped sail. Growl, 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 it would say, and it growled and crawled all the livelong day.
Well, Dumpty, I guess your Dimetrodon won't get a chill when it's sitting on the rocks in the sun.
Marigold wants the Allosaurus because she likes its big toothy smile.
One Allosaurus coming up.
Oh, Marigold, I don't think I'd even call that a big toothy grin. The Allosaurus was a very fierce meat-eating dinosaur.
The Allosaurus was a large dinosaur, and although it was large, it could run very fast and would catch other dinosaurs and eat them.
Marigold says that it can live over by the lake and wait for the other dinosaurs to come and have a drink.
Okay, here comes the Allosaurus over to the lake for dinner. Over by the lake, in the sand, in the sun, lived the Allosaurus with its long toothy grin. Grrr, 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 it would say, and it roared and rumbled all the livelong day.
Well, Marigold hopes that none of the other dinosaurs will drink from that side of the lake. So do I, Marigold.
Oh, what's that, Bear? Oh, Bear says he wants a Triceratops with its scary horns.
One Triceratops coming up with its 3 spiky horns. And Bear, the name means, tri means 3, Sarah means horns, and ops means eyes. So, Triceratops.
What's that, Bear? Oh, Bear says that the Triceratops was a plant eater, a vegetarian. Let's put it by the trees.
All right, here comes Triceratops. Over on a hill in the trees in the sun lives a Triceratops with its 3 spiky horns. Trish-ta-rish, trish it would say, and it trished and tramped all the livelong day.
Well, Bear, I think your Triceratops is happy amongst the trees.
Well, Toys, you've showed and told us all about your favorite dinosaurs.
Yes, and where they lived. Our song of the week is all about showing and telling. Why don't you help us sing it and do the actions? Can you show me, can you tell me what the dinosaurs are doing?
They are clomping, and this is what they say. Growl, growl.
All the livelong day.
Can you show me, can you tell me what the big trains are doing?
They are chugging, and this is what they say. Puff, puff, toot, toot.
All the livelong day.
Can you show me, can you tell me what the bicycles are doing?
They are racing, and this is what they say. Bring, 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 bring.
All the livelong day.
Can you show me, can you tell me what the froggies are doing?
They are hopping, and this is what they say. Ribbit, ribbit.
All the livelong day.
Can you show me, can you tell me what the puppets are doing?
They are dancing, and this is what they say. Ha, 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 ho, ho, ho.
All the livelong day.
Well, we just have a few more dinosaurs to put in our dinosaur park.
Oh, there's a story time clock, and I'm telling the time and the story today. I think I will be Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I think he should be called Dinosaurus Rex, don't you? Come on, Toys, let's hurry up and finish here, and then we can play in our dinosaur land. Now, oh, here's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's see now. Put him over here. And here's the Scolosaurus. I'll put him right over here. Oh! And here's the Albertosaurus. Let's see now. I'll put him right over here.
Let's tell the time together. The long minute hand has moved 3/4 of the way around the clock, so it's 1/4 to something. And the short hour hand is pointing almost to the 12. So story time today is 1/4 to 12. Well, hello, Storytime Mouse. I see you've got a pet dinosaur for a friend. You're taking him for a walk. Well, be careful. Don't let him step on anybody's car, or else he might squash it. If you had a pet dinosaur, what would you do with it? Perhaps you could play games on it because it was so huge. Bernard Most wrote our story for his two boys who loved anything and everything about dinosaurs. It's called If the Dinosaurs Came Back. I like dinosaurs. I think about them all the time. I read about them, I talk about them. Oh, how I wish the dinosaurs could come back. If the dinosaurs came back, they could carry my daddy to work and back. If the dinosaurs came back, we wouldn't need any more lawnmowers. If the dinosaurs came back, house painters wouldn't need any more ladders. If the dinosaurs came back, they would scare away the robbers. If the dinosaurs came back, they would make it easy for farmers to plow their fields. If the dinosaurs came back, they could help lumberjacks chop down trees. If the dinosaurs came back, they could help firefighters put out fires. If the dinosaurs came back, they could help build big skyscrapers. If the dinosaurs came back, they would make great ski slopes. If the dinosaurs came back, they could take swimmers on rides at the beach. If the dinosaurs came back, they could rescue kites stuck in very tall trees. If the dinosaurs came back, mountain climbers would have new mountains to climb. If the dinosaurs came back, they could be a big help at the circus. If the dinosaurs came back, they could help librarians get books from the top shelf. If the dinosaurs came back, dentists would have plenty of teeth to work on. If the dinosaurs came back, giraffes would have someone to look up to. If the dinosaurs came back, they could push away rain clouds so the sun would always shine. But best of all, if the dinosaurs came back, they would make great pets for people who love dinosaurs. The end. And that's the end of our story. Let's take a walk, and we'll meet a dinosaur. As we were walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a dinosaur we chanced to meet. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Oh, phew. We got away. Well, maybe we'll meet a friendly dinosaur. Here we go. As we were walking down the street, down the street, down the street, a dinosaur we chanced to meet. Oh hi, oh hi, oh hi. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go, away we go, away we go. Rig-a-jig-jig and away we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. That was a friendly dinosaur. Now let's pat it. There. It's really happy to see us, and it's wagging its big tail. Uh-oh. You better duck. Watch out for the tail. Oh! Are you all right? Good. Now let's feed it a big bunch of celery.
Well, Hetty, how did you become interested in bones and fossils?
Oh, I've been interested in bones and fossils for a very long time, since I was a little girl.
I'd like you to meet Hetty Hoberlin. She's a geologist.
Hello, Hetty. Welcome to the Polka Dot Door.
How do you do?
What is a geologist?
Well, geologists are scientists who study the Earth, particularly what the Earth was like a very long time ago, and also the animals who lived a long time ago.
Oh, I see. And what kind of bone is this?
This is a bone from a dinosaur. It's a leg bone of a dinosaur. A dinosaur that used to live in Canada, in the middle of Canada, in a province called Alberta. Now, this dinosaur looked a little bit like that, and he was called Albertosaurus. In fact, he was named after Alberta.
I see. Now, how big would this dinosaur be?
Oh, he was about as long as 2 elephants and almost as high as 2 elephants.
He's a big dinosaur.
Oh, he was big and fierce. But you know, his leg bone here, when you look at it, it's quite big, but it looks remarkably like a chicken bone. Look at that chicken leg bone there.
It does.
See, it's big and bumpy and round, 2 bumps. And if we cover a chicken bone with plasticine to make pretend meat, well, we can do the same thing with the dinosaur leg bones, and then it would tell us what the dinosaur's leg was really like. And look, boys and girls, see? Look here. You can see that it looks very much like a chicken.
Oh, yeah, it does.
That's right. Now, why is that? Were they related, do you think?
Oh, yes. Scientists are telling us that dinosaurs have so many things in common with the chicken, with all the birds, in fact, that we actually think that the dinosaurs were the grandparents of the birds.
Turkeys and
Can you
big birds like
imagine
that?
chicken? When you eat chicken, you really eat dinosaurs?
Dinosaur.
What a drumstick this would make.
Lots of meat.
Well, I see this very fierce-looking head. What's this?
Well, that is not really like a chicken at all, in a way. You don't find a chicken that fierce. Look at these teeth. Chickens today don't have teeth.
No.
But this one had really big teeth. And he could open his mouth really wide. He was a very fierce character. You wouldn't want to meet him.
What's he called?
He's Albertosaurus, and that's his leg
oh,
bone. It's the
I
same
see.
one. And, you know, one of the things the boys and girls never think about is that that dinosaur really doesn't have any lips.
No
None
lips?
of the dinosaurs had lips. Can you imagine they could never kiss?
Poor dinosaurs.
Also, they didn't have any ears sticking up like dogs or cats.
Well, how do they hear?
Oh, they have little tiny ears. You know what you should really do is look at the chicken's ears or the bird's ears. They don't stick up, but boy, they can hear really good.
That's right.
That's
And
right.
the dinosaurs are like that, too.
Well, I see this little tiny one over here. What's that?
Oh, that's one of my favorites. I brought that in especially to show the boys and girls, and to you. You know, that's a baby dinosaur.
Oh.
How old would he be?
Well, he was only about a month old. A friend of mine, a scientist in the United States, found a whole nest of these, about 15 of them. The mama dinosaur looked a bit like that, a duck-bill dinosaur, but it was called Maiasaurus, which means good mother.
Maiasaurus.
Oh, I see.
But this was not a fierce dinosaur. You would have liked this one. It's very much like a deer, only a lot bigger than a deer. Almost as big as Albertosaurus there.
Oh, it was.
Only it was gentle, very gentle, had very small teeth, but many, many of them, and ate plants mostly.
I see.
Are there certain dinosaurs that eat plants and some that eat...
Oh, yes, a lot of dinosaurs eat just plants, and they were very gentle, just like our deer, our goats and sheep. But then we had the big fierce ones, just like Albertosaurus.
Albertosaurus. Well, what are these?
Well, I thought that you might be interested in these. They also come from Alberta, but they come from an animal that used to live in the sea. I have a picture of this animal right here. It's a squid. Today, many of the squids don't have a shell to live in, but a long time ago, most of the squids had a shell, and these are the shells of squids, which we find very close to where we find the dinosaurs.
So does that mean there was an ocean in Alberta then?
Can you imagine our country was cut in half by an ocean? You could have never driven from here to Calgary without going through the ocean. And these animals lived in that ocean. Their shell was very, very pretty, sometimes with pretty patterns, sometimes very nicely colored. And this one shows us what the shell looks like today. But if we open it up, we can see the inside And it's very shiny.
Hold this.
You hold with that one there. See how shiny that material is? You know, we used to make buttons out of that material. It's called mother of pearl.
Oh, right. Heard of that?
Now, one time I found one of these shells, and it wasn't pretty at all on the outside. I didn't know if I wanted it, really, because it was not as pretty as those. So I almost didn't pick it up. But I did, and I was curious what was inside. And you know, sometimes we shouldn't just look on the outside of things. We really should look on the inside.
Oh, my
Look
goodness.
at how beautiful these are. And it shows us the inside of a squid.
So this would be a fossil then, would it?
It is a fossil. These are all fossils, and they're 80 million years old.
My goodness.
These animals lived in Canada. There were no people in Canada, not even our native people, not even the Indian people. In fact, there were no people on Earth then.
Just the dinosaurs and the
I'm
squids
kind
and
of glad I wasn't around then.
So am I.
Years, with the big dinosaurs.
They're very lovely.
So the squid would live inside a shell like this, would they?
That's right. It would live in shell, and it makes its shell bigger every day, too.
Well, Hetty, thank you very much. It was very interesting talking to you. I'm going to go and see what the toys are up to.
Okay.
Very nice talking with you, Hetty, and welcome to the Polka Dot Door. Thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope you all learned a lot of things about fossils and dinosaurs, thanks to Hetty.
Well, toys, we haven't found anything yet. The toys are digging in the sandbox to see if they can find dinosaur bones. Oh, my goodness. What's this? It's a huge bone. But I don't think it's a dinosaur bone, toys. I think it's probably a soup bone. Maybe some dog came in here and buried it. What's that, Bear? Bear says that all of this talk about soup bones has made him hungry for a bowl of soup. Well, all right, toys. I'll go inside and see what I can scare up.
Polkaroo! Polkaroo!
Did you hear that?
Polkaroo!
It sounds like the Polkaroo. Well, I don't see him around here anywhere, do you?
Polkaroo! Polkaroo!
It sounds as though he's inside.
Polkaroo! Polkaroo!
He is inside. Come on, let's go and see what the Polkaroo's up to.
Polkaroo! Polkaroo!
How'd you do?
Polkaroo!
How are you?
Polkaroo!
What do you say?
Polkaroo!
Polkaroo.
Well, Polkaroo, what are you doing today?
Dancing, prancing,
Dancing and prancing, both feet around. Whoops!
almost falls down.
Oh, Polkaroo, you almost tripped over your suitcase. There. Are you all right?
Polkaroo!
Are you hurt?
Polkaroo!
Are you sure?
Polkaroo!
You're okay?
Polkaroo!
Polkaroo.
Well, Polkaroo, I'm glad you didn't hurt yourself.
Polkaroo!
Otherwise, you couldn't go on your trip.
Oh, Polkaroo!
You're not going on a trip?
Oh, Polkaroo!
Oh, you had quite a trip just now when you tripped over your suitcase.
Polkaroo!
Just joking, Polkaroo. Well, you just got back from a trip, though, didn't you?
Polkaroo!
Let's see now. You were in, Jamaica?
Oh, Polkaroo!
Nassau.
Polkaroo!
Oh, I see. You were at Dinosaur Valley Park at Wasaga Beach.
Polkaroo!
Well, that's not very far from Toronto, Polkaroo.
Polkaroo!
Did you have a good time?
Polkaroo!
You saw a great big dinosaur.
Polkaroo!
And it chased you around?
Polkaroo!
Oh, Polkaroo, I don't believe it.
Oh, Polkaroo!
You mean if we look through the polka dot door, we'll see it all?
Polkaroo!
Well, let's look. Oh, Polkaroo, you saw the woolly mammoth.
Polkaroo!
And the Scolosaurus.
Polkaroo!
And that's the Tanystrophus.
Polkaroo!
And are, Pokeroo. What a lovely day for a walk.
Pokeroo.
What do you see?
Pokeroo.
It's the iguanodon. Looks fierce.
Pokeroo.
And there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look at those sharp teeth and claws.
Pokeroo.
Oh, Pokeroo, it moved.
Pokeroo, Pokeroo.
And it's coming after you.
Pokeroo.
Run, Pokeroo, run.
Pokeroo.
Oh, Pokeroo, those big feet are clumping closer and closer.
Pokeroo.
Pokeroo, don't let it catch you. Where are you?
Pokeroo.
Oh, Pokeroo, you're hiding behind the Dimetrodon. You tricked that fierce old dinosaur.
Pokeroo.
Did it see you?
Pokeroo.
Oh, you're escaping. Good for you.
Pokeroo.
Well, I'm glad you got away.
Pokeroo.
Oh, no. It found you. Run, Pokeroo, run.
Pokeroo. Pokeroo.
Oh, I'm so excited. Now you can run better on the path.
Pokeroo.
Oh, it's catching up to you. Run into the bushes again.
Pokeroo.
You did. Good for you. But the dinosaur's right behind you. Oh, you fell down. Get up, Pokeroo.
Pokeroo.
I'm almost afraid to look. You're up. Phew. That was close.
Pokeroo.
Now's your chance. There's the bridge. Run, Pokeroo.
Pokeroo.
That dinosaur's not going to give up.
Pokeroo.
Hasn't caught you yet.
Pokeroo.
Now what, Pokeroo?
Pokeroo.
You're tired out.
Pokeroo.
That's right. Hide behind that dinosaur model.
Pokeroo.
Aren't you afraid?
Pokeroo.
Oh, look, that dinosaur just wants to be friends and shake your paw. Isn't that nice?
Pokeroo.
And you're off with a wave to your new friend.
Pokeroo. Pokeroo.
Well, Pokeroo, that was quite some adventure you had.
Pokeroo.
I'm certainly glad it turned out so well in the end for you.
Pokeroo.
You want to dance?
Pokeroo.
Oh, Pokeroo, I'm getting dizzy. Oh, my goodness, Pokeroo, the room is spinning all over the place. Pokeroo. Must you go?
Pokeroo.
Won't you stay? Come back soon. Pokeroo. Bye, Pokeroo. See you soon. Oh, my goodness. What a huge present. I wonder who it's from. Love, Pokeroo. Oh, that Pokeroo. With all his tricks and surprises, he was thoughtful enough to bring a present.
Oh, a present. Who's it from?
From the Pokeroo. He was just here.
The Pokeroo was here?
Yes, he just came back from a trip.
Oh, I missed him again. Well, where did he go?
Well, he had a big suitcase.
Uh-huh.
And he fell over it.
Boom!
Well, I tried that trick on him, too.
Oh, well, it's a funny joke anyway. Well, where did he go?
Well, he went to see dinosaurs at the Dinosaur Valley Park. And, you know, we looked through the polka dot door and we saw him being chased by one.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
Oh, no. Well, did he find any dinosaurs there?
Yes, he saw lots of them.
Oh, yes?
And then he gave us this beautiful present.
A gift? Well, I wonder what's under it.
Oh, no.
Lots of junk.
That Pokeroo.
He's always up to some kind of trick.
Oh, look. This says, Love, Pokeroo.
Well, let's open it and see.
Oops. Sorry, everybody, but it's time to go.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
He was thoughtful afterward.
Oh.
After all, he gave us beautiful, juicy apples.
That Pokeroo. How many are there?
There are
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
polka dot door, the polka dot door. See you soon at the polka dot door for songs and stories and so much more. Through the polka dot door.
Crunchy barrels of fun for breakfast. Donkey Kong cereal.
Help! Help!
Donkey Kong brand cereal has a sweet, crunchy corn taste. And boy, is it fun to crunch. It's part of this complete breakfast.
Kids, you want to help get Donkey Kong? Give me a crunch. One more.
Donkey Kong cereal. Crunchy barrels of fun for breakfast. You'll love the crunch.
Let's get him to leave so we can play. Bunny, want to ride my new bike?
No, thanks.
Telephone, Bunny.
Take a message, please.
No one can say no to Quick. Say, Bunny, want some Quick?
Great. I'll get it. I've got it. Oh, Quick is so rich.
And thick.
And milk chocolatey. That was good. Oh, since you're not playing.
Nestle Quick Chocolate Flavor. No one can say no to Quick.
Nancy McEvil again.
Get him, Alfie!
Post-alphabet cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast. It's doggone good.
Rainy day.
Wait a second!
Here's an animal alphabet poster and stamps from A to Z.
Zebra. Zebra.
A poster and one of 2 sets of stamps and specially marked boxes of post-alphabet cereal for rainy day or any day fun.
What do you want to call your cookies, Mr. Keebler? Chips what?
Well, let's see. The chips are big.
Chips big.
Wait, they're soft, too.
Chips soft.
Our chocolatey chips are so big and soft, they practically melt in your mouth. We put them in cookies made with real eggs and brown sugar. So we need a name that's special.
Call them Chips Deluxe.
Chips Deluxe.
That's special, or my name isn't Cecil B. Deluxe.
Chips Deluxe with big, soft, chocolatey chips.
Perhaps the most famous constellation or group of stars in the heavens is a group of 7 brilliant, sparkling stars in the northern sky known as Ursa Major. But because of their unique formation, they are much better known to us as the Big Dipper, because their outline looks exactly like an old-fashioned dipper for scooping up drinking water. This is the story of how they got that way. It happened long, long ago. It was the year of the great drought, when little or no rain fell at all. The grain in the fields and the trees in the forest were dried out and brittle. Even the streams that crisscrossed the land had shrunk to little more than trickles, and the poor fish had nowhere to go. In the village, even the deepest well was almost dry. Without water, no living thing can survive, and it is every bit as important to us as the air we breathe. And this was the cruelest summer in history. The villagers had all but given up hope. On the outskirts of the village, a little girl lived alone with her very poor and very sick mother. The mother had fallen ill after the heat waves set in, and her faithful daughter had stayed by her side, nursing her as best she could.
Water. Please, just a sip. Oh, Mother.
The daughter had searched and searched, but nowhere could she find any water fit enough to drink. All there was left to do was to pray for a miracle, to pray for rain.
Oh, please let there be rain. If I don't find water soon, my mother will surely die. Please, if only I could find water, I would promise anything. Oh, please, please, won't you help?
The girl prayed and hoped with all her might, but she herself was so weak from thirst that she finally fell asleep at the window. It was almost midnight when she awoke to a wondrous thing. The night was alive with sparkling beads that transformed the village into a wonderland. They covered every tree and everything in sight. She looked more closely and realized it was the evening dew, cooler and richer than she had ever seen.
It's the dew. Mother, the dew is everywhere. I'll gather enough for you to drink.
The happy daughter grabbed a wooden dipper and quickly ran out to scoop up the evening dew to moisten her mother's thirsty lips. It had been such a long time since she had felt such joy. She could not wait to fill the dipper with the glistening beads of dew. But gathering up the precious dew was not as easy as she thought. It seemed to evaporate as fast as she scooped it up. But the little girl would not give up. She had promised her mother, and she could not disappoint her. So she spent the rest of the night running to and fro about the village, gathering up every drop of dew she could find. The loving daughter did her best, but the best she could do was little more than a sip.
It seems so little.
She had never felt so tired, but still she would not give up. She knew that the evening dew still glistened in the meadow, and perhaps it would be easier to gather. So once more she set out to collect the precious moisture. She vowed never to stop until she had filled her dipper and carried it to her mother's lips.
Just a bit more, Mother, and I'll be home.
The brave little girl pushed on, doing much more than could have been expected of her. But now she could go no further. She worked through the night, but still her dipper held little more than before.
I can't stop now. The water. The sun will be up soon, and if I don't get some water back to Mother, I don't know what.
But then it happened. A magical wind swept through the forest and over the fields, spinning the dew into a funnel that soared into the heavens and then down into the little girl's dipper until it was overflowing with the precious liquid.
The dipper's full. It's full of cool, clear water. I'd better not have any of this. Mother may need it all to get well.
It had been months since she'd seen so much water, but the kind little girl could only think of how happy this would make her mother, so she carefully started back to her home. It was an old hunting dog. It had been searching all night looking for water, but now it could go no further.
It looks so sad. Here, boy, try this.
Even though her own throat was parched and dry, and her mother was waiting, the good little girl could not let the old dog go thirsty. And then another wonderful thing happened. The old wooden dipper was transformed into shining, sterling silver. But even this miracle did not make her forget how important that water inside was to her mother. So once more she set off for home.
Mother, I've brought you some water. Look! Water? Yes, I fell asleep in the forest, and when I awoke... water. Can it really be water?
Oh, how cool that water was to the mother's lips. But she took only a sip before offering some to her daughter.
Thank you, dear. It was delicious. I've had enough for now, so why don't you take as much as you like? Oh, no, I don't need any, really. You still have a fever and need all the liquids you can drink. There's plenty of time for me to have some after you're well.
As soon as she had finished, the silver dipper began to change into gold. The mother and daughter couldn't have been more surprised, but the water inside still meant more than either silver or gold.
But please, dear, you'd make me very happy if you have some. But Mother! What is it?
Water. Please spare some water.
The little girl had never seen the old man before, but it was obvious he needed the water much more than she.
Mother? Of course we'll share it with him.
The stranger gulped the water down, and the little girl felt good to see how it restored him. And when he had finished, he set the golden dipper upon the old wooden floor. It was 7 sparkling diamonds.
My child, you've shown yourself to be very kind and considerate, not only to your mother, but also to a stranger in need. Your goodness will not go unrewarded. Never again will the village be without water.
So saying, the holy man's image disappeared into the darkness, and as it did, the 7 sparkling diamonds were swept up into the heavens. And as they did, they formed the outline of the little girl's old wooden dipper.
Ah! Oh, Mother! Oh, Mother, look! It's raining! Oh, Mother, water! We'll have water forever now!
That's right.
Mother.
Rain was falling as if poured from that big dipper in the northern sky.
Oh, rain! I love rain!
It rained and rained until the entire land was replenished and once more abloom and fresh. And, as the holy man had promised, the village never again would suffer from drought. As long as the Big Dipper remained in the northern sky, there would be plenty of water for all. And so, when you look up at the stars at night, look for the Big Dipper. And remember the story of the little girl who made it all possible with her generosity and kindness.
There's only one Capri Sun. It's great tasting fun when you punch open one. There's only one Capri Sun. It's great tasting fun when you punch open one. Lemonade, apple, orange, fruit punch, and grape. It's Capri Sun.
There's only one fun Capri Sun. Now you can buy a Capri Sun jacket, t-shirt, kite, and backpack with proof of purchase from a 10-pack plus the cost of each item. You can look inside your 10-pack for details.
Hey, Roger! Oh, it's my kid brother. What are you doing? Leaving for the arcade. With no money? Oh, you can still play burger time. See, I just made another burger. Hey, let's see. Wow. See, it's really neat. Except you don't need quarters. Yeah, right. Way to go. So great. My little brother. He's right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is the new portable electronic game, Burger Time. New from Mattel Electronics.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? And we are neighbors. Television neighbor. I brought something that's small, so I have it right in my pocket here. Ever see such a thing as this? It holds coins, and I have two very special coins here that I would like to show you. One is a quarter, and the other is a nickel. And those two coins were made the same year that I was born. They're a little different looking from the ones we have now, but they were made in 1928. See the date on both of them? Well, every year coins are made. So there are coins that have your birth year on them and your mom's and dad's birth year on them. Everybody's birth year on a coin. So you can try to find the year on coins when you see them. Did you know that there are places that are owned by our country where people make our country's money? These places are called mints. Can you say that? Mints. I know the person who is the chief engraver of the United States. Her name is Elizabeth Jones. And she said that we could come and visit one of the United States mints. So let's go right now to a place where people manufacture coins. Come with me. Hi, Elizabeth.
Oh, hello, Fred. I've been expecting you today.
Good.
Nice to see you.
I'd like you to meet my television neighbor. I told him that you would help us to understand how coins are made. I know you're the chief engraver here. And how do you begin in making coins?
Well, the first thing we do is make a drawing of what the coin will look like.
You actually draw a picture of it.
That's right. We make a picture. And after that, we have to make a mold of that drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And today I thought I'd show you a mold of the quarter. And then you can see how a quarter is going to be made all the way through.
Oh, good. Where's the mold?
I have them right over here.
Oh, good. These are the molds for quarters?
Yes.
But they're so big, Elizabeth. I mean, I don't have quarters that big.
No, you couldn't, could you? But we have to make molds that big in order to do all of the details. Because it would be very difficult to do all this detailed work on something that big.
I see. So you have to have a mold for the front and one for the back.
That's right.
Of each quarter. Now, did you draw those?
No, these were done many, many years ago. But I did do another mold of George Washington, which is now a new $50.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
There it is. This is a commemorative $50.
Isn't that handsome?
And I made it last year.
And so you gave him a horse.
That's right.
Do you like horses?
Oh, very much. So did George Washington.
Uh-huh. Now, would anybody know that you made this coin, that you designed it?
Yes, they could, because right here are my initials, E.J.
So if we see this coin, we can take a look at the E.J. and know it was Elizabeth Jones that did it.
That's right.
Now, this is the front. Do you have the back of the coin?
Here it is.
Oh.
There we are. And on the back of this coin is George Washington's famous home, Mount Vernon, which is in Virginia.
So you thought to put that on the back of his
Yes.
coin. You must really like to draw.
Oh, I do very much.
Did you collect coins when you were a little girl?
Well, actually, I wasn't a coin collector when I was little, but I always loved to draw. I would just draw everything that I could.
And of course, there are lots of pictures on coins, and
That's
you're
right.
making them now.
That's right.
Now, you're not going to be minting this one today.
No, no. We're going to go back to the quarter because that's what we're going to follow today,
Right.
how a quarter is made.
Let's see some of that now.
All right, now we'll go into another room, but you're going to have to wear this visitor's pass.
All right. Like that. Did I hear something in here? I'm just curious about
yes,
this.
you did. This is one of my favorite bracelets. And it
I
has
like
seeds
it.
inside.
Makes a noise.
Yes.
Good. Well, let's go see the quarters.
All right. Now we're in the sculptor's engravers room. And this is John Mercanti. John, Mr. Rogers.
How do you do, Mr. Rogers? Mr. McConaughey?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
John is one of the 6 sculptors engravers who works here at the Mint.
Could we see what you do?
You certainly could. I'm putting the mint mark on the die.
Mint mark?
Mint mark. The mint mark tells us what mint made the coin.
I see.
It's a letter.
The mint mark is a little letter, it's a very tiny letter. Would you like to see me do one?
Please.
Okay.
Now, what is a die? Well, that's a die.
The die is the piece of metal that makes the coin, makes the actual coin. Place the mint mark on the die, hold our breath, and that's it.
That tap. It must be very soft.
It is, it's very soft. And when it leaves this room, it will go into the ovens, and we will bake it till it's hard. And then from there, it goes into the manufacturing plant, and the coins are made. You'll take them to the manufacturing
Yes,
plant.
we're going to go there next.
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm glad to meet
Thank
you.
you, John.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That little tap.
Now, from up here, we can see the process of how a coin is made.
What big machines, Elizabeth. I never expected such big things. How do they begin to make the coin?
Well, if you look right over there, you see that stack of metal coils?
Oh, yes. It's sort of flat metal.
Yes, that's right. And when they unwind it, it's laid out in flat sheets.
Uh-huh. Really long sheets.
It's so shiny, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then those sheets go into a machine that gives it the round shape of a coin.
How does it do that?
It punches the metal out, just like a cookie cutter.
Oh, I see.
You see?
That does look like a cookie cutter.
Yes,
And that's
up and
the part
down.
that's left over, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, are those the quarters now?
Not quite. We call them blanks.
Blanks.
Mm-hmm. That's because there's no picture on them yet.
Aha.
They're just smooth metal at this point, and they wouldn't buy you anything. Lots and lots of them. Now, this machine puts an edge on the blank.
An edge?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it need that?
Because they're handled so much, they'd wear out if they didn't have that little raised ridge all around.
Uh-huh. Oh, it looks like they're dancing there.
It does.
What's that?
This is called a riddling machine.
Riddling?
Riddling, mm-hmm. It's just the correct size blanks that fall through the holes.
Oh, they have to be just the right size, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Now they're ready to be stamped on both sides with the quarter dies.
Oh, that's where the die is used.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it goes so fast I can hardly see it.
I know.
But that's putting the picture on, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And there are the shiny new quarters.
So that's real money there.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Aha.
You see? Now you can see the eagle and you can see Washington's head.
Fun to look at it. What's happening here?
This is a machine that counts all the quarters.
So that just the right number go in that bag?
Yes, that's right.
What's he got in his ear there?
That's to protect his ears from the tremendous amount of noise.
Sewing machine, is that?
Mm-hmm. That closes up the bag after it's been filled.
Bags of quarters. And to think that it takes all that to make a little coin.
That's right. It's quite amazing, isn't it?
Surely is. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I'm very impressed with your part in having made coins.
Thank you.
too.
Thank you. And I'm very happy you could come. And I hope your neighbor enjoyed it.
I know I did. Thanks
Good.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Elizabeth, I guess I need to give this back
Yes,
to
that's
you.
right. All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Of course, the only places that are allowed to make real money are the mints that are owned by the country. There are places that make paper money, too. Maybe we can visit one of those someday. Right now, it's time for some make-believe. Trolley? Remember last time we were together, we pretended that Corny was manufacturing some parts for the people of Southwood. And King Friday started to wonder what those parts were for. Prince Tuesday, who had been learning about countries and war and peace in school, asked if those parts could be parts for bombs. Well, let's make believe that King Friday has been telephoning some of his friends asking what they think he should do. Miss Polificate could be helping him make those calls. Neighborhood of Make-Believe, Trolley. Yes, Mabel, this is a problem, and I thank you for listening. Yes, that's to Harold. Goodbye. So.
Well, that's 283 of your phone calls, King Friday.
Yes, and I'll make one more.
To whom would you like to speak this time, sire?
To the director of our mint.
Mr. New Money.
That is correct.
Hello, Mr. New Money. King Friday would like to speak with you.
Yes, thank you. Hello, Sam. How are you? Fine. Except I need to know how much money we have. Yes, in all the land. Oh, that much. Yes, very good. We may need it all. No, not for the school gift. Well, I can't tell you this very moment, but I'll keep you informed. What would you do, Sam, if you thought Southwood was making bombs? You would. Very well. Farewell.
What did he say?
He said he'd make sure.
Yes?
Well, you can help me with that, Miss Polificate.
How, sire?
Just a moment. You may take this part to Corny and ask him this question. Might this be a part of a bomb?
Might this be a part of a bomb?
Very good. Now go to Corny, ask him, and come right back.
Yes, well, would you answer the phone if it rings while I'm gone?
Yes, very well. Off you go now.
Might this be a part of a bomb? Might this be part of a bomb? Corny, cornflake especially. Might this be part of a bomb?
What did you say, Miss Prolificate?
Might this be part of a bomb?
Well, of course it might be. But I doubt that it is. I mean, why would anybody want to order that many bombs? I'm making 1 million of those parts.
That many bombs, I'm making 1 million of those parts. Oh, thank you very much.
Well, aren't you going to visit a minute?
Oh, I can't. King Friday wants me right back.
Okay, I don't understand all the concern.
Oh, farewell.
Yes, I hope you all fare well, too.
He said, of course it might be, but I doubt that it is. Why would anybody want to order that many bombs? I'm making 1 million of those parts. Now, where did he go?
Miss Prolificate, I presume?
Correct as usual, King Friday.
I had to take the phone to Queen Sarah. There was a call for her. Now, do you have a report for me?
Yes, sire. I asked Corny the question.
Might this be a part of a bomb?
I said it exactly like that.
Yes, and what did he reply?
He said, of course it might be, but I doubt that it is. Why would anybody want to order that many bombs? I'm making 1 million of those parts.
1 million of them? Handyman Negri! Handyman Negri!
Yes, King Friday?
Yes, I need you to do something very important for me.
Oh, yes, sire. Of course, sire.
You are excused, Miss Prolificate. Thank you for your help.
Oh, I hope I was a help. And you did hear everything I said.
Yes, of course. You'll find the phone inside.
Farewell, sire.
Yes, now, Handyman, this is a large assignment.
Oh, I'm used to those, sir.
Well, you remember that part that I showed you last time we were together?
Yes, I do, sir. I was wondering, do you think it might be a part of a windmill or something like that?
I have reason to believe it might very well be a part of a bomb.
A bomb?
Yes, so here's your assignment, Handyman Negri. You are to order 1 million of these from Cornflake especially, and conscript everyone in the neighborhood to help put the bombs together.
But King Friday...
No buts about it, Handyman. This is serious business.
Yes, sire, but 1 million of them?
Yes, 1 million. If Southwood has 1 million, we will have 1,000,001.
I see.
You have your work to do. I must get in touch with our known allies.
One question.
No time for questions. This is a time for action. First Corny and then the rest. Good day, Handyman.
Yes, sir. Corny.
Well, a lot of company today.
I've come to place another order.
Oh, another one of those secret parts?
1 million of them.
1 million of them?
Well, that's what the king wants.
You know how much that will cost?
10 million?
That's right.
Well, those are my orders.
Well, I'll get working on them.
Does Southwood have theirs already?
Just finished them today.
I see. Incidentally, Corny, do you know how to make a bomb?
Oh, never made a bomb. I hope I never have to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I better get to work.
Me too.
Meow, meow, Handyman, meow, meow.
Oh, hi, Henrietta.
Meow, meow, look, meow, meow, happy.
I'm not.
Meow, meow, trouble.
I have to ask people to do things that I really don't even want to do myself.
Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, hi there, Handy in Hand. Handy in Hand, I like that. Handy in Hand, Handy in Hand. If my name were Ken, we'd be Handy in Hand and Can. Say, you two don't look very happy.
Handy, meow, meow, not happy, meow.
What's wrong, Handy?
Well, I have to ask everybody to do something.
What is it?
Help them make some bombs.
What kind of bombs?
Secret kind.
Oh, they're probably full of toys, and when we drop them, everybody will get a treat.
No, I don't think they're that kind.
You don't mean war kind of bombs, do you?
I think so. Anyway, will you two help? King Friday told me to ask you.
Yum ya king, yum ya help.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Yum ya good king, yum ya help.
I will, too. King Friday wouldn't have us do something that was going to hurt anybody. He's always trying to keep people safe.
Yes, well, I'll tell him that you two will help then.
And we shouldn't call them bombs, though. We should call them surprise treats or something like that. Bombs are scary things and hurting things.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you later then.
Anytime, Handy. Just let us know.
I will.
Yeah, Handy.
Imagine.
Oh, the sound of money. Oh, the sound of the cash register. Handyman Negri, just the person I'd like to see. Now, how did you know that I wanted to consult with you?
I really didn't know. I just came for my own reasons.
I can't hear a word you're saying. Will you help take off my FM your radio?
Oh, of course.
Oh, my. I love opera, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. Is that what you were singing?
Yes, I'm practically hoarse from singing so much. All in the laundry, oh, the sound of money. Well, we know what we're going to do with our country's money, don't we?
Well, I guess we do.
Take a look at this catalog.
This one here?
Mm-hmm. You'll see.
Oh, yes, these are very nice-looking record machines.
But which one do you think would be best for the school? I'm on the committee to decide what we'll use the king's money for. He wanted to give something to the school. Now, I'm all for good music for the children.
Well, so am I, but I'm afraid that there's not going to be any money for anything like this.
Oh, yes, there is. King Friday just told me yesterday that there was plenty for whatever we decided. Harriet, Elizabeth, and I had a meeting about it last night, and
everything's changed, Lady Elaine.
What do you mean?
Well, King Friday has ordered 1 million parts from Corny.
1 million parts?
And that's going to take all of the country's money.
Well, 1 million parts for what?
Well, to make bombs.
Bombs? Who's having a war?
Well, he thinks we may have to.
With whom?
With Southwood.
Southwood? Why, I've heard that those people are tamer than Daniel Tiger. They wouldn't hurt anybody.
Well, he thinks that they're building 1 million bombs, and he's going to want to build 1,000,001.
The craziest thing I've ever heard of.
Well, I'm just coming here to ask you if you will help build them.
1,000,001 bombs? Not on your life. We're going to buy a record player for the school.
Okay, well, I'm just warning you.
You tell the king I'm warning him. On second thought, I'd better tell him myself.
Okay, you're right.
I'm going this very second. Boomerang, toomerang, soomerang. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, I think these things are complicated.
What's going on here?
We're preparing to defend our country, Lady Elaine, and you may help.
I'll help, but it won't be the way you want me to help. What in the world are you trying to prove, Friday?
Southwood is building 1 million bombs, Fairchild, and we're going to be prepared.
How do you know they're doing that?
I have reason to think it's true. How about pitching in?
Not on your life. I've got to know a lot more about this situation before anybody gets my help.
Where do you think I ought to put this?
You'll find a place, Miss Calificate. Everything has its place.
Wow, I see you're already hard at work.
Meow, 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 a little scary. Meow, meow, want to meow, meow, fight.
You won't have to fight, and I'll take care of you, Henrietta.
Telephone, Miss Calificate.
Neighborhood of Make-Believe Castle Garden.
Probably.
Oh, yes, he is. He's working on the bomb right now.
I don't think you're supposed to say things like that, Miss P.
Oh, no. No, he's not working on a bomb. We're all together here in the garden just working on something. Would you like to speak with him? Just a moment.
Yes, King Friday the 13th here. Oh, yes, Westwood. Very good. Volunteers? Fine. See you then. Thank you. There. We'll be getting volunteers from Westwood, everyone. They're building up their defense. They've heard what we're doing.
I just can't believe this.
Stick with me, Fairchild. Your king will see you through.
What about the gift for the school?
After the war. We'll talk about that after the war.
I don't like this at all. Not at all.
I think that there is a big misunderstanding in the neighborhood of make-believe. Sometimes we have to ask some questions about what people mean, don't we? Lady Elaine seemed really angry. What do you think she'll do with her anger? I bet she'll find out some more about things so she can better understand what's going on. That's what I think. What do you do when you get angry? What do you do with the mad that you feel when you feel so mad you could fight? When the whole wide world seems oh so wrong, and nothing you do seems very right. What do you do? Do you punch a bag? Do you pound some clay or some dough? Do you round up friends for a game of tag, or see how fast you go? It's great to be able to stop when you've planned a thing that's wrong, and be able to do something else instead, and think, this song, I can stop when I want to, can stop when I wish, can stop, stop, stop anytime. And what a good feeling to feel like this, and know that the feeling is really mine. Know that there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can. For a girl can be someday a woman, and a boy can be someday a man. That's the way I feel about it. We all need to try to understand what people are talking about, what's going on. And then when we do, it gives us such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up, ready to say, think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, the feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. You always make it a special day for me. I'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Hey kids, come join us for some fun this morning at 10:30 on Storytime. But now it's time for music and magic on Lamb Chop's Play Along next, here on PTV2.